Are you finding it difficult to get time with your boss, to understand what his expectations are? You feel there is a gap, but you're somehow not able to gather the courage, or you're somehow not able to really approach him, whatever be the reason, but it is troubling you. If that's you, then this video is only for you. Stay on right until the end. Hi, I'm Astha Tatia, daughter of two rock solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA, corporate executive turned anchor person, now an author and a happiness coach, helping corporate leaders build deep connections and meaningful relationships at workplace so that they're able to experience a blissful workplace. If you're able to relate with this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done it already. So I was talking to a leader. He was sharing his challenge, and he said that I am, not able to get time with my boss. I have no clue, no mechanism to get his feedback. I'm not able to set my goals. Yeah, and because the boss is very, very senior, so it's difficult for me to really get his time. Okay, and therefore, a lot of what I do goes unnoticed. The boss doesn't know what I'm really doing. And the impact this has on him, he feels lonely, he feels lost, he has no clue on what are the expectations that the boss really has. He feels, lack of trust. He has stopped trusting himself. Yeah. Now, if you were to really look at this whole thing, then one part of it where he is living in his own story, in his own world of assumptions, right? That maybe this is what the boss is feeling. So what's happening at the boss's side is something we won't discuss because it doesn't make sense. We have no clue what's happening there. But he is living in his own world, right? And clearly there are certain beliefs that are governing him which hold him back from really taking the action that is needed. But he feels, or he has put that complete onus of his performance, of how he's going to feel at the workplace, on the boss. Boss doesn't give me the time. He's not able to take the time from the boss, or maybe I don't know what the expectations are. Now, certain things which are fundamental. I mean, you're in the journey together, right? And you have no clue right now of what's going on, right? What is the boss feeling? Is the work going fine, not fine? And then you're in for those surprises where you're just left wondering, oh God, what happened? Classic example, right? So it's important to understand that there's only one thing to it, which is no matter how senior the boss is, there's no other way for you to figure out what his expectations are but to go and talk to him, right? I don't get the time from him. Boss is not going to invite you because since he said that he's a very senior guy, so he may be having 10,000 things on his mind. You and your role may not even figure on his list, right? So you get what you ask for. I think you would have heard, or all of you would have heard this. If you are not asking for his time, there's no way you're going to get it. And if you don't get the time, there's no other way for you to figure out whether you are going in the right direction, whether the expectations are being met, or is there something more to it. So whatever it is that is holding you back, you've got to figure out that the fears that come into picture. Put those fears aside, okay? And that's where you will then walk up to your boss, or maybe ask him for some time, that I need these 30 minutes with you. These are critical. When can I have these 30 minutes? Now the boss says, okay, I'll let you know later. The boss says later, and then you also leave it at that. Okay, he didn't call back. Maybe he's busy. Probably doesn't want to meet me. I'll see it later. Again, you let months pass. No, when he says later, understandable, right? But if he doesn't come back to you, then you've got to again go back and follow up. That you had mentioned this, but this is urgent and therefore I'm bothering you again. When can I get 30 minutes with you? See, understand, it's for the organization, it's for the role that you are in, it's for your mental peace that you've got to figure this time out. And then when the boss gives you the time, then you've done your homework. That's important, because your boss, if he's at a senior level, if he's somebody who's very, very busy, has got so many things to attend to, then he would want to sit down and talk with somebody who's a proactive, with somebody who's well prepared, who has done his homework. He would not want to spoon feed you, sit down and help you create your goals. He may not mind fine tuning them. He may not mind giving his inputs, but he would not want to look at a blank copy there for sure, right? So within whatever is your understanding of your job profile, and whatever was discussed initially, and whatever you are doing currently, preparing, something around it, and the goals around it, around your understanding of what is the work that is being done, you should take that to him, and then have a powerful discussion, a very crisp, powerful discussion of, this is what it is, this is where I feel there's a challenge, or maybe I'll need your guidance, need your support. So set up that context for him, that you would anyway do when you are setting up that meeting. But even when you sit down for that conversation with the boss, make sure you set the context, and then you are very, very crisp and specific and to the point when it comes to that discussion, and get what you need. Now, quite possible you may have to reconnect with him. You want to do that, you can ask for that mechanism also. Would it be okay if we can connect maybe twice every quarter, once every quarter, or once every month to review? Because depending upon the stakes and all of it, right? The boss would appreciate what you bring to the table, makes all the difference. Yeah. So I think if this is you, if you're able to relate with this situation that I just spoke about, where you are busy sulking, and you're saying, I'm not able to set my goals, I have no feedback, I don't know what's happening, please stop leaving everything at the mercy of, okay, let's see how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. No, take charge. It's like you're just leaving it. I have no control, I don't know what's happening. You've got to take charge of it somewhere, right? And taking charge means identify what's holding you back. What are the fears, right? And address them, which is doing the work on yourself, and put those fears aside, go and talk and figure out. Yep. If this made some sense, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.